News 46 is brought to you by Bees Embroidery and Garment Printing, specializing in custom and personalized decoration of gifts, garments, and more. Call 775-727-9444. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Tonight on News 46, an inmate is found dead at the detention center.
A community garden is being planned for the South Side.
And Great Basin College's first nursing class is ready to graduate. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Deanna O'Donnell and Zach Reinert. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Wednesday, September 14th, 2016. I'm Deanna O'Donnell.
And I'm Zach Reinert for News 46.
An inmate at the Nye County Sheriff's Office Detention Center has been found deceased. According to the police, yesterday at approximately 6:20 in the morning, Nye County Sheriff's Office detention deputies were conducting a head count and discovered a male inmate unresponsive on the floor of his cell. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue responded. However, the male was pronounced dead. Nye County General Assignment detectives and Internal Affairs detectives responded and processed the scene. The body has been turned over to the Clark County Coroner's Office for autopsy investigation. The inmate was housed alone in the cell. At no point did the inmate notify staff of any issues or request any help, according to police. Investigators have no suspicion of foul play at this time. The inmate's identification will not be released until the next of kin has been notified. Upon completion of the investigation, Sheriff Sharon Worley will release more details.
Susan Davila will be returning as Chief Executive Officer at the newly acquired Desert View Hospital effective September 19th. Susan is an accomplished healthcare executive with over 15 years of experience in healthcare management. Susan was previously the CEO-CFO at Desert View Hospital from 2007 to 2012. She returns to Desert View Hospital after spending 4 years in Northern Nevada. Most recently, she served as administrator at renowned South Meadows, a 76-bed facility in Reno, Nevada. Prior to that, she was CEO at Carson Valley Medical Center in Gardnerville, Nevada, where she oversaw all operations for the Critical Access Hospital with 6 clinic locations.
In order to keep up with their allocated amount of water rights, Sheri's Ranch, with the help of a county official, have decided to have a community garden just south of the brothel on Homestead Road.
We're here at the end of Homestead Road, just south of Sheri's Ranch. They own a bunch of acreage out here that was at one time planned for a subdivision, but they've decided that at least 20 acres of this they want to do for a community garden. They called me and asked me if I would help them try to coordinate it. Happy to do that. I live a half-mile from here, and this is all in my district. And if we can grow food instead of just hay or something and give it to the needy and make it available to the public, we're happy to do that.
Will the public be able to garden here?
Well, that's part of what we're doing. We're figuring out first we're going to clear it, we're going to get it ready, and then we'll see if there's, hopefully, I did speak briefly to one of the 4-H, or to the Cooperative Extension, who will be meeting with 4-H hopefully Tuesday. See if the kids want to do an area on their own, if we want to attack it as one big project for everybody. I'm open to all that. I'm sure Sheri's is. We just want to make use of it. And we're here at the end of the valley, and we've got, you know, the recharge. There's, depending on what numbers you want to use, 6,000 or 8,000 acre feet that currently just leaves the valley. So this is a good place to pump from.
So what kind of items are you looking at possibly to grow? Do you know?
No, I don't really. I'm thinking right now that corn is easy, but you know, whatever the community thinks they need, you know, I hopefully will. The plan is that we'll plant in the spring. We'll get it prepared. We'll get it ready to go. And if the growing times are right, we might be able in June to plant pumpkins, melons. We'll see.
Sheri's Ranch is going to pay for this?
Sheri's Ranch is already making a substantial investment in a bigger tank, a water tank. They put some money forward for equipment. I've got a good operator who knows how to operate the equipment, who's donated his time. Another gentleman in town who has a smaller tractor, and he's emailed me just the other day, said he would be interested. So I'm hoping and I'm happy for those folks to donate, and hopefully we'll get some other people involved who, with food banks and whatever, so that it can be used for our community.
Do you know who's going to basically operate? Is it going to be Sheri's ranch? Are you going to appoint somebody?
Well, it's Sheri's property. They asked me to coordinate it. I have a sneaking feeling that I'm going to be the one to operate it. Again, I live a half mile away. I drive by here a lot. Mm-hmm. So, but if certain groups come forward, if the 4-H or a church who has a food bank wants to grow a certain area and grow a certain thing, we're all open to that.
All right, we'll have your Desert View Hospital health tip after the break.